So, Jesus, it would be great to find Jesus in surpass, which I just did, and it's glaring. Okay, so we know that Jesus owns the word bonus, the word extra, on top, add on. Well, what's another word for bonus and extra and on top? Surpass. Okay, that which surpasses. My goodness. Okay, so this is so glaring. This is so glaring. Surpass equals Jesus plus 39. And what's so glaring about this is that you can pop off the two, it's pure plus ones, pop off this, the two letters that divide by 3, the 39 right there, and this equals Jesus, okay, left over, okay. So surpass is Jesus plus 39. It just goes along with the packages up there, okay. And then what's even more glaring about this is you can do that, or you can hack it right here, the very beginning, the beginning of the word surprise. Okay, this equals Jesus. Okay, so you can get Jesus right there, followed by bonus 39. Okay, and then you also have surprising. Okay. As you look at these four letters SURP and how they equal Jesus, okay, it's essentially Jesus spelled backwards. It's amazing how God it's totally amazing. So here's Jesus spelled backwards to equal SURP. Jesus is surpassing. Jesus is all surpassing. Jesus is God, which means Jesus has never stopped working. He's never stopped creating. He's never stopped inventing humans. He's never stopped working together with the Father and the Holy Ghost to blow your mind through everything that you've ever seen and ever will see. So they dreamed up this word before the foundation of the universe. But take a look at the math. The P is exactly 1 point higher than this, 15, and the R is exactly 1 point less than this S, and then this is equivalence right there. So you can't even say the word surpass without saying Jesus first. And you can't even say the word surprise without saying the name Jesus first. That's exactly how it works. I'm here to tell you. And by the way, Father is the famous SUR. So when you say surpassing and you say surprising and purpose, Father comes first, SUR equals 58 Father, then it turns into Jesus, and so God the Father first, Jesus second, take the glory for every single surprise and all that is surpassing in the history of the universe. And that's exactly how it works, okay? And so for your satisfaction, the end of the word surprise is the great word rise, which equals great, okay? So surprise equals rise Jesus. And that was the greatest surprise that ever hit mankind, was a human rising from the dead. You want a surprise that no one expected. Jesus has always been the most surprising person, and his entire life on earth was the most surprising thing from day to day. Okay? Not once. It just, you know. So let's get this straight now. SURP, in detail, we walked through that. So SURP clearly equals Jesus. Okay? Beginning with Father, by the way. Okay. Father ultimately raised his son Jesus from the dead. Okay, so SURP equals Jesus. We just did that. And Jesus did rise from the dead. So surprise is Jesus rise. Jesus rise. Jesus rise. And now you can understand why this name Jesus is meant to go this way, and rise is meant to go this way, because God has to show off that this word sliced in half in perfect symmetry right down the center like a sword. You know how when you slice something with a sword on the cutting board, or like King Solomon did, you go shoom like that, and you push this to the left and you push that to the right. So it's maximum symmetry. Surprise, shoom, boom, boom, boom. Jesus, rise. That's literally what God the Father essentially said after the third day that Jesus had been in the tomb. God the Father sent forth the word, okay? A word is like a sword, and the ultimate surprise happened on planet Earth. Surprise, wham, Jesus, rise. And Jesus, the Son of God, lifted his head off the tombstone, rose from the grave, exited the grave, and went and showed off to people. Okay? There you go. So, surprise equals Jesus rise. And if you're really good, you will understand that you can even do this in English. And this is perfect math. Because that's that. This is perfect grammar. Jesus rise was the greatest surprise of all time. Okay? Not once in the history of the universe had a man in the flesh ever raised himself from the dead. That's what you call the ultimate surprise. Okay? And, but there it is. In perfect, satisfying symmetry. Surprise. Like a sword. Ready? Surprise. Shoom. Jesus, rise. Slice a sword through the fruit. Wham! Left you go, right you go. Just like a cook on the kitchen table. Chopping carrots. Oranges. Surprise. Jesus, rise. Jesus, rise. Okay? There you go. Surprise. Jesus, rise. Done. Done. Okay? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just absolutely. Now, if you're really good and you know the father gems, you'll know that this word surprise is also a father-father double. In its construct, it begins with father. It contains the PRES, which is another father. Okay? But to me, that's just an even deeper layer that I have personally never gone to, and now I have, and it's awesome. Okay? The more you look, the more you see. Words are king. Surprise equals Jesus rise. Okay? So there you go. So you'll never look at these letters the same ever again. And you'll hunt for those in all words of the English language, and you'll know that that's screaming out Jesus, and you'll be amazed. Surpass. Surprise. Slurp. Pressure. I mean, and you can solve it all. I mean, the word pressure, oh my goodness. Pressure, stress, it's just going to be a lot to see. That's amazing though.